and I don't joke with music. I'm these artists who don't focus on doing trending music. I create classics, timeless music, something that you can listen to for 20 years.
Hello and welcome to MM Podcast. With you today is Octan or Ayuen, and with me in the studio today is your icon. Let me say musical icon. And I wish all of you know him, but through our conversation today, you're going to learn a lot from him. And it's none other than Ali what, Alijoma or Alijoma?
Jesus.
Ali Jesu. This is MM Podcast, and we want you to stay with us, follow the conversation. It's going to be interesting. I believe most of you don't know a lot about Alijoma, but today you are going to learn so much. So, Ali, I would say you are Alijoma. First of all, who is Alijoma? Because what I know is that for the last 10 or more than 10 years, you have been a consistent figure in the South Sudan music industry, in the Afrobeat music. Can you tell us, explain yourself to us now? Who is Alijoma?
Alijoma is a singer, an audio engineer, a songwriter. So Alijoma is a humble, hardworking artist.
Alijoma is a humble, hardworking artist. The word humble, that says something about your consistency, because I would say maybe this term has set you different from most of the artists, because I've never heard an artist saying that I am humble. It's rare for someone of your figure and of your level and your brand saying that I'm humble, hardworking artist. How has this set you apart from other artists, maybe during your musical journey or in your musical journeys today?
One thing I know for sure is that talent alone is not enough. For me, music is everything to me. Music is life. Music is completely everything for me, and I don't joke with music. I'm these artists who don't focus on doing trending music. I create classics, timeless music, something that you can listen to for 20 years. And, and every time you play the song, it sounds new to you. And that, that has been one thing that kept me going in the industry. I sing from my heart. And I know my fan base. I know who I want to listen to my music. It's like how people say, sometimes there are those that do what others tells them to do, or they do what the trend is. For me, I let you hear what I want you to hear. Yeah, I let you see what I want you to see. So my music is not driven by trends. Like maybe you do a song and then in the next 2 months it's gone. That's not me. So I focus on delivering classics, evergreen music.
Definitely, I would call that like a soul-touching music, and music that goes direct to the soul.
Yes.
This is the kind of music that you created. I can relate to a few of your songs that if I play them today, they will sound brand new. And I have been a big fan of you like for more than 10 years, by the way. And I remember we used to listen to a song called Inchalate
Mama, yeah.
And it's a song that if I play today, you listeners can prove to me right that it's an everlasting song.
Yeah, the thing is, I also feel like, a storyline in a song is very important. Yes, I'm a melodic writer. Most times I don't write lyrics. I would just sing the melodies and later on find the lyrics, because what I understand is that music is all about melodies. This is why sometimes you can listen to a song that's from Congo or from one of the West African countries in a language that you don't know. but you still love the song. It's because the melodies connects with you, they connect with your soul. And so that's it.
Well, give us a melody that maybe can connect with my listeners.
It depends. Melodies depends with the mood, yeah. Let's say when you don't know the language, what you sing is actually the melody of the song. Yeah. Like you do that. So you're just murmuring, there's really nothing, there's no any word in there. Sometimes we leave it, like I can be at the studio, I sing something I don't even understand. And when it sounds good, just leave it there. Because I think any mistake in art is actually art itself.
So definitely music is from the soul.
Yes.
So when somebody gets the melody, like
Music is spiritual, yeah. This is why music has different frequencies. There are frequencies of happiness where you, like, when you listen to the song, it makes you happy. There are some, yes.
the frequencies that you just mentioned, I don't really know if our country is aware that there's something called frequency in music, because this is what drives the mood.
Exactly. I think people who really listen to music critically really understand what it is. That there are frequencies. Only you can hear. There are songs when you listen to, you feel okay. You
Good
feel relief.
vibration.
Yes, those frequencies are there. So each and every song has a frequency. And so whenever you listen to it, your soul, you can even feel it with your soul. I think if you ever seen some live performances by artists where you'll see someone crying and they don't understand why they're crying. Yeah. It's the frequency in the song. Music is very spiritual.
That's the soul.
Yes, it's very spiritual. So this is why I cannot sing a song about something that's negative. Yeah. Or I cannot sing a song maybe trying to, let's say there are artists who where, like, you sing a song where, like, you're calling death for yourself, and it's definitely going to happen. Yeah. Yes, it's going to happen because the songs are powerful in a way. I heard of a story where an artist was dating a lady, and they had an agreement. This guy was going to the front line, and the lady had promised him that she would wait for him. But when the guy got back from the battlefield,
The lady was gone.
the lady was gone. And he sang a song. It's a heartbreak kind of a song. So things went south for the lady.
Wow.
Yes. So music is powerful. There are some topics in life that I don't touch with my music. Yes, sensitive things. I don't tie them with my music. I'm always intentional about my music. What I put out there,
Yeah, based on that story, there was also this artist who composed the song. It was also kind of emotional, and people could listen to it more than 2 times, 3 times, and then you committed suicide. It happened to 49 people. All of them committed suicide, and the song had to be banned, had to be taken down.
Yeah,
He sang it from his soul,
that's the power.
and he himself committed suicide.
That's the power of music. Music is so powerful in a way, and I really don't know about other artists, but for me, music is something very serious for me. I don't play with it. I don't really play with music. So if you pay me money today to sing a song against someone, I'll take that money. I'll not sing the song, and let me wait for you. Take me to court, so that you can tell the whole world.
It's more.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, your music is.
What did you pay me for?
Definitely.
Yes, and I will never sing that song.
And that is the integrity of an artist. If you have that integrity, you cannot be bored with money. Your passion cannot be altered with money, right?
Yes.
Because you have a reason why you are singing as an artist. Maybe you want to preach and you're preaching to the souls. It should be with a positive energy.
Exactly.
It should be with a positive vibe. But the world is a bit crazy right now. Like somebody would want to use your talent or maybe your gift or creativity, maybe to violate other people. And definitely some of the artists that I see today, I believe
I think I'll put it this way. I think music and let's say and spirituality, I think they like the same thing. See, when people say there's a evil spirit and Holy Spirit, I think there are people who are gifted. They have powers to do anything. But now it's upon their decision that makes them to be holy or to be evil. And this is when you find, let's say, a spear master can decide to be a healer, to heal people. And there's the other one where
based on the power.
yes, based on those powers, that same person can use the same powers to harm people. So it's something with music. God has given me the gift. I have the voice and the brain, to 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 create art, and then I decide to use my art to harm people. See, so I can still use the same art, to help people, to heal people, to inspire, to encourage people, but then I end up hurting people with it. So yeah, but yeah, of course, me.
Well, I'll keep it short from that. What would you tell your fellow artists? Because it's plain, it should be like black and white. What would you tell them?
I think I said this many times. We don't need to be united as the artist. I don't think it is a game of unity, but I think we need to work together for the same goal. If it's to make good music for South Sudan, to put South Sudan on map, let's do that, because you don't really need to be united so that we can do something good. We can work together. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's business. So if I feel like you and I can do a collaboration on a song, and our target is that music, it has to reach people, it should go
Beyond the border.
so that one alone is way beyond us. It's way beyond the hatred that we have, because the people that are going to listen to this song, they don't give a fuck about us, whether we hate ourselves or we don't. They want to listen to the music. So if you feel like you don't want to be friend with Alijoma, okay, then let's be partners.
Isn't it work together, create a good music for the
Exactly.
people,
Yes,
and let the music do it.
that's it.
Now there's this kind of let's talk about the online noise, because we are familiar with the digital world today, and there's a lot of noise, like the online beef, the controversies that are happening online. I've heard a lot of people mentioning Alijoma just to trend.
Yeah.
What do you say about this? Like, does it maybe
To be honest, for us, the artists, there's no any bad publicity for us.
But there's somebody dish you?
Bad publicity is actually not a bad one for us. It works. If someone talks about Alijoma today, maybe you just go on social media and say whatever bullshit you want to say. I would say it only works for those who know what they want. So I'm Alijoma, I'm good. I do good music. I know I have good music out there. So if someone says something negative about me, the person that's going to hear this for the first time would want to confirm and verify if it is really true Alijoma is not talented. But after listening to my music, they're definitely going to be fans from there. So it works for me. Yeah. So bad publicity is not really a bad publicity for us, the artists, but it can affect in a way if you don't monetize it.
Definitely.
Because it can't just go that way. Like you're trending, people are talking about you on social media, and then you don't even know the use of the media. Because All these people here, they're wasting their data. So why don't you promote your YouTube, your Spotify and Apple Music? Yeah, let them talk, because you can never know. Yeah, if the song is bad, if you don't listen to it. Yeah, you're definitely going to listen to it.
Analyze it.
Yes, because somebody will say the song is bad. Yeah, but you haven't heard it, so you have to go and listen to it, so you'll be sure it is bad. So let's say 1,000 people, 1,000 are going to confirm, or 1,000,000. They have to confirm if the song is bad. That's like that's 1,000,000 views on
YouTube.
On YouTube. That's a lot of money based on where the people are listening to. So I don't know. It depends on where people are watching your music from.
Okay.
So it depends. There are paying rates are different. But let me say, for a country like South Sudan, if at all, at least 4,000 for a million.
At least 4,000.
Yes,
Are you talking about US dollars?
US dollars.
4,000 for a million.
Yeah.
Well, I have a colleague of mine. He's an artist. I saw his YouTube channel. He got a million. We're going to talk about that, because that 4,000, I have to let him know that, yeah, I understand.
No, but
and I cover.
But you can't just get the the money.
Yeah.
You if you have not, like, you have to sign up for the monetization program, whereby, like, now I think it's eligible for people who have, like, I think 1,000 subscribers. No, I think 500 subscribers, and I don't know the watch hours. The watch hours can be, I don't know, 40 hours, something like that. I don't know.
Okay, estimate. How many artists do you think are benefiting from the internet?
Only a few, some are just there, to go on social media, said, oh, I shot the most expensive video, I did this and I did that. But the problem is this: why are you wasting your money on videos that they don't pay you back? There's no anything. You're not getting money out of that. First of all, you have not built your YouTube. You don't have subscribers, and you're shooting videos every now and then. In fact, okay, expensive videos, okay. An artist will shoot a video at $3,000, $4,000 and says, oh, I shot it at 10,000. Fine, you shot it at 10,000. But then what are you getting from the 10,000? Because that's an investment. Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would say music is expensive. That's what I've
It is expensive, and you have to use money to make money.
Okay, does it affect, because most people come, like, you see these artists, like, come in, they blow, and in 3-4 months they're nowhere to be seen. Is that connected, like, maybe to how they come and spend and they don't earn from music, and does that make them, like,
I think people are in music for different reasons. There are those that are passionate about the music itself, so music to them is not just about singing. It means everything. Like, I'll always say, I don't know about other artists, but when I am writing music, when I go to the studio and do a song, I know who is going to listen to it.
So in the back of your mind,
I know exactly who I'm singing that song for years. So let's say somebody would say, why is Alijoma doing this? The Junubian local music, where the kind of Regina, those of Salu comes in.
You just said Junubian local music.
It is our local music.
Definitely, I don't agree with that.
You have to. You see, a genre is a genre. When I'm home, when I'm in South Sudan, when I'm home, I'm local.
Very good.
And that's what I'm trying
So I want you to put it that way.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. So, all of us, when we're home, are all local. But there's where we're getting it from here. Few things that actually need to make clear to people. See, for someone to pay you to do a customized song for them,
it's not for everyone.
It is not for everyone. Yeah, it's not for everyone, because, to be very honest, the money that person pays, you can marry your wife with as an average citizen. Yeah, true. So
money paid for one song,
yes,
can help a youth.
Yes, just
a woman.
Exactly.
A citizen.
An average, yes.
A woman is a woman.
A woman is a woman.
Okay, let's keep it down.
Yes. So It's really disrespecting. Somebody go out there and say they're so-called wedding artists. There are no wedding artists. You see, the people that we perform for in the weddings are actually the most important people in that country. So if you say I'm a community artist, so where do you come from? Because each and every one of us has a community. Yeah. So if the community listens to me, then you have to give me a respect, because that community is like, it's where your dad, your mom, and your siblings come from, and they listen to Alijoma. So if they don't listen to you, then why are you doing music? Who are you doing music for?
I hope this question is clear. I hope it's clear to most of the asses out there.
Yeah.
If your community doesn't listen to your music but listen to Alijoma's music,
Yeah.
why are you doing music? Right?
So it's like you being in Kingston, Jamaica, and you are a baba. How are you going to get money? It's weird.
It's really complicated because I've come across that Alijoma is a wedding artist and stuff.
And it's very funny. And if we are to talk, I have the biggest catalog in the South Sudan music. In the whole, look, there's no any artist that can tell me, Ali, I have a better catalog more than you. I can go on stage and sing 30 songs that my fans, that my fans will sing word to word. Ooh.
That's a challenge.
Which artist can do that? They don't.
And
so let's say the time I started dropping club bangers, some of these artists didn't even know what a club looks like. Yeah.
Can you mention one of
so no, if so let's say Berke, Dongelek, Malaika. Let me just put 5. Saluk, Happiness, Nyaflower, Itiegdu. Do these songs sound like wedding to you? And they're the biggest songs in the country. So
I think they have the answer now.
They do. Yeah. So I think so many of them have come to media and they're misusing it. You see,
even before you go to that now, would you consider yourself a multi-genre artist?
Of course, I'm a versatile artist. I can do any kind of music.
Yeah, just not like what it into like one kind of.
You cannot tell me you're an artist and you say you cannot do this kind of music. What artist are you?
Yeah. Can you also do like reggae?
I've done a lot of reggae songs,
and I'm sure there are only few reggae artists in South Sudan.
Totally. I've done a lot of reggae songs. Bayanek Chok is a reggae, Pirmeno Bar is a reggae, Pignum is a reggae. I think
how about these artists that call you like a wedding artist? Have they ever done like some kind of reggae? Because reggae, it's not forever.
My brother, I think kind of really fun. Is it, bro? I think there's a problem somewhere, and we need to clarify it to Junobin. It's very clear that if someone sings in their local language, they're actually traditional artist. You see, English is a language. It's just a language like any other language. Yeah. Yes, I speak English, but I've decided not to use it in my music. Yeah. And I have a reason for that. It's not like I cannot sing in English. But I don't really think if I sing in English, I am able to sing from my heart. Yeah. Because I told you, music, it's something, it has to be within you. Yeah. Before you put it out there. So yeah. So why should I sing in English and do a genre that Chris Brown is doing and is way better than me in that language? It's just like if I tell Chris Brown to sing today in Dinka, you will not sing like me. And when you hear whatever he's singing, to never sound nice to you.
Okay, I think I have to also clarify something with this kind of traditional artists, maybe because you sing in your language. Maybe most artists don't know people like Sakode. He sings in Twi.
There are so many artists.
Like fine. And these are international artists.
See, let's say most of these West African.
It hurts me, like, honestly, if I see South Sudanese artists saying, okay, this is a traditional artist because he sings maybe in Dinka or in Arabic or maybe Shuluk or maybe in that hurts me because there's a way you are downgrading yourself.
And I think it's one of the reasons why we don't have any, like, a real international figure in the art industry. Let's say there's only Jal. And I have to say this. Jal is more of an activist right now, not as an artist. And that's what puts him there. But let's say musically, yeah, we have a few artists that maybe are being recognized by the industry-based people in other countries. Like, let's say now in Kenya, there are Kenyans who know me, but these are people who are in the industry. And then there are a few Kenyans that have come across my music playing in some clubs, but they're not actually my fans. So if I come to Kenya today and I want to do a concert, you will not see any Kenyan have managed to push that concert. It's only South Sudanese that are going to come. It means that you have not yet penetrated to that level. So most of my brothers, they're in that Delulu stage. Yeah. They're so delusional about this situation. Okay, your music played in one club in Nairobi or in Kampala or in Rwanda. Now you think you're an international artist. You are not. You're really not international, because if you think you are, go to that country and make a concert. Let's see those people if they will come to your concert. But of course they will not. If it is not your Junubin, the one you call local, that the same people that will come and support you. You don't have any. It ended in tears for one artist who thought it was like that. In fact, they all refused to come. The local people didn't come. The international people didn't come.
Finally was there.
But the international people were not even there in the first place. It was just the Dululu thing in him. You thought that, yes. Yeah. So I think we should just learn to appreciate our fan base. Let's not jump too much thinking we've actually made it. For me, Ali, yes, I know. I have a few people that listen, but I'm still working hard to make sure I reach that level. So it's like same thing, same problem. But now this comes about the money now. The, let's say the monetization on all the platforms. See, we have different distributors, yeah. And you use whatever distributor that you think it's okay with you. Like for me, I have CD Baby and DistroKid. So it depends on the kind of agreement that you have with them. DistroKid, CD Baby takes 30% of what I make.
Okay, royalties?
Yes.
Take like 30.
All the streams, all the royalties, yes, they take 30%. And the thing is, you pay them only one time. One-time payment. So I upload my music today. Let's say that an album may cost me around $60 something or 70 something, 80, let's say $80 to upload an album. So that album, whatever money that I make from that album, they will take 30%. And the music stays there forever. For DistroKid, you pay yearly. So there's there's an annual payment that you pay. It depends on the package that you have. There's the premium one, there's the standard. So me, I took the premium one. So I can upload a song today and tomorrow it's out. For those that are using, the standard one, or just for the artist, that may take a week or two to process. So they have different processors. So let's say if I'm to put all my streams together, I have a lot of streams. Okay. So if an artist out there is saying, "Oh, I think I'm the richest artist in South Sudan. Music is giving me money," it's really shocking. Where do they make this money? Because even the most streaming artists don't have that money. Where are you getting that money from? So you're lying to yourself and you think that the people will help you. Nobody's going to have someone who thinks I've got it all. You are saying that you've got it, and the truth is you don't even know what you're going to eat tomorrow or maybe later in the evening.
Have you come across those kind of, what is that show like on the internet, like I'm the richest, I got money?
Yeah, I know them.
But in real life, like
I know them.
people chapati.
People who have money don't talk about it. So it's just if you just find someone talking too much about having it, they don't actually have it. Bro, money can show, bro. Yeah, you have that money, we shall see. Without even you saying anything about it, we'll just see. I think it's what somebody told me. Like someone said, Juba. When you they say the first time you come to Juba, you realize that people are not who they claim to be, and the more you stay in Juba, you also realize that you are not who you claim to be.
You get some reality check now.
Yes,
Life hits you.
yes. So things are not what we really think they are. There are few artists who are true to themselves, who are very decent. They don't want to, they don't like this bragging kind of thing, because later on, when people realize, so what are you going to say? So instead of just growing, build yourself with the little you have. So you can, but hey, it's also a game. There are those who are good at things, Some will fake it until they make it. Some will fake it. Later on, things go south. That is it.
And what does it mean to say that somebody has made it in the music industry? Because I don't see people making it in South Sudan. Let's assume Alijoma today, you stop singing. I know you have your music online, and I know that's something that can sustain you for decades, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Do you consider that you have made it, or you are still like striving?
I'm still striving. I haven't made it.
Close the conversation. Nobody has made it in South Sudan.
No.
No. One name.
No, let's say artists.
No.
Are you talking about artists or everyone?
Artists, no.
Okay, you're fine. Artists, yes.
It's made it.
I don't really think.
Definitely.
I
Including you.
don't think that, you see, you know, artists don't make money through these normal gigs that you do, the normal performances, because how many times will you perform in in a month or in a year, if you think that it's going to sustain you? So let's say some of these artists, someone that the last time someone had business, maybe it's January or December last year, and for all these months there's no any business, no performances, no nothing. So the question is, how do you survive?
And how do you
If you think, how will you even stay relevant? So the thing is, artists don't actually make money through performances. I think we make money from streams and maybe brand deals. Maybe you get an endorsement with one big company, so they pay you monthly for maybe doing adverts for them. That one can sustain you. Your streams. So if you build a fan base, a strong fan base, this is now where like your music gets streamed, and every end of the month, like say YouTube pays artists from every 21st to 26.
And do you think South Sudanese do support the artists, like in terms of going to YouTube, subscribing, sharing music? We have to be very honest. It's hard for South Sudanese. I've seen many artists complaining that our people don't support us, and the support that we say is go and share our music. Go and support our music.
TikTok is doing two things also for us. It's helping artists, and in another way, it's also killing music. So artists are celebrating 10K videos, 20 on TikTok that gives you nothing. So how can't you convince these very people that are listening to your song on TikTok to use that same data to watch your video on YouTube? Yeah,
because it pays, yeah?
Yeah, so TikTok is a very good platform. Yeah, especially for music, for musician, and any creative. If you are a creative and you are on TikTok will give you audience. And yes, I think TikTok has a way it does thing. I think they analyze whatever that like in a day. If you are watching like videos about politics, and maybe
political stuff,
the algorithm will just bring everything together, and now the whole day you will be seeing politics related kind of politics. If it is music, it will just be music. Yeah. So it's a very good app, but our people are not helping the artists grow, and they're the same very people that will shame you later. They'll be like, oh, Flan doesn't have a car, Flan doesn't have a house, Flan doesn't have this. They are not even doing it. Yeah, yes, TikTok is fine. Thank you so much. Yes, it's fine. You can listen to the 50-second or 1 minute video, but that's not the whole song. So sometimes you get surprised. You go to a show and the artist will start a song. Now, let's say maybe the part that they put on Facebook is actually the last part of the song. And they'll be singing and people are just shocked. They don't know what he's singing and just looking at until that part comes. Yeah. And you see everyone singing. So it's bad. If you like that part of the song, why don't you listen to the whole song? Why don't you go to YouTube and get the whole song? If you don't like YouTube, go to AudioMark, at least stream the music. Go to Spotify or Apple Music. Yeah, at least support the artist.
This is a call to action from Alijoma to the South Sudanese.
So for those of you like watching me right now on TikTok, use your 1 minute. Please use that 1 minute. Go to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube and put on the notification bell so that whenever I post something, you get notified.
Definitely. And also to the other South Sudanese artists that are also struggling.
Yes, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be Alijoma. If you love that artist, please go on YouTube, subscribe to their channels, put on the notification at least every time they drop a music. Like you'll be the fan. You will be notified and you will listen to the song. At least you have supported that artist. So tomorrow you will not ask. In fact, if that artist doesn't do anything good for themselves, you have a reason to blame them.
Yes, you are there. You have been there for them. Yes, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Please do that. And Ali, now, let's be honest, with South Sudan music, like the scene within the country at times can be very chaotic. It can be kind of maybe political most of time. Now, you as an artist, how do you stay kind of calm and relevant so that you don't get into this mess of like it has become political?
Every artist has a target. Like my fans are corporate. They so there are things that I avoid as the artist based on the kind of fan base that I have. Yeah. So, and for that, I remain true to myself and to my fans. They know the kind of music that I do. So, in fact, if I see anyone today saying something negative about me on my own page, yeah, I just know this is not my fan. Yeah. But I don't see it. If you support Alijoma, there shouldn't be a reason why you cannot listen to Mako Boy because you listen to Alijoma. There's really nothing wrong with that. You can accommodate all.
Everyone.
You can accommodate everyone. So fans have to avoid this. If you don't like my music, please stay away. Don't even touch. Don't come to my
And
don't even come to my page because I don't see why you're coming to comment on my page. You can use that same energy to support another artist. Why using that energy to write music?
Okay, I would say maybe some fans would want to maybe give you feedback, and push at times not everyone takes the feedback.
Feedback is not bad. This is how you should put it. Criticism is not bad.
Definitely.
It's welcome, but hatred is not.
We have to differentiate.
Yes. So if you want to criticize, you will tell me where I've gone wrong. State it. I'll look into it. Yeah. If it has to be a polite criticism. So if don't hate, if you don't like my music and you think my music is bad, why are you on my page?
It should be don't spread hate,
Yes.
don't misinterpret someone's music, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, that's hate. If you misinterpret someone's music and you give wrong information to the audience, anything can trend online.
You don't need to. Like you can't be on my page when you don't like what I do. So what I do, like sometimes somebody said Alijoma sing in English so that you can be international. And And
Yeah.
this person kept on saying it until a day I had to comment. I told the person, what if you use this same energy to support the artists that are singing in English and I'm still better than? Why don't you support them to go? Because if it is English that makes people international, then why do I have like a huge fan base than of the artist that sings in English? Yeah. Why don't you use that energy to support the artist? Because you are telling me I should sing in English so I can be international, and there are those that are already singing in English in South Sudan, and they are not. They're not even close to me.
Another thing is that same artists that you are telling people maybe to support, some of them are also spreading hate speech to their fellow artists. There's no lie. Some of them are hating one another low key, right? In the names of, would I call that like chasing cloud? Do you call that like, let's assume that somebody's like, against a
No, if it is another artist that is saying that, that's a pure hatred, and that one actually makes me great. Makes me feel really great because at least I know I'm 20, 30 steps ahead of them.
Have you ever done that to a fellow artist?
Hate?
Yeah.
Nah,
You've never hated them.
I've never hated. I've never hated.
No,
an
I've been
artist.
the victim.
See, I'm actually. People don't really know me. See, I think one day they will realize that I am not that kind of person. I don't hate people. There's this one artist, they think I hate him. I don't really hate him. But I think it's like,
Is it the internet thing?
it's not actually the thing. The whole thing, it is a very emotional person. You take things very serious, This thing all started as a stunt.
Okay.
We
like a joke.
We actually talked about it, and when he was coming to fame, he was now getting was getting recognized now. He was mistaken to be a comedian, not an artist. And it didn't sit well with me because this is someone that's close to me. We are
Your friend?
Yes, we are friends. So I was in Egypt. I had a tour. So we started talking about this thing. Then I said, it's okay, we can do this. Actually, it is part of the business. It keeps us going.
Organized?
Yes. For years. So
No way.
yeah,
Hey.
so we did it for years, but unfortunately, 2023, things change because other people got involved. They started having, third parties and so. And I called him and, we sat. We happened to be in the same gig in Dubai. So I sat with him. We talked about it. I told him, bro, you know what? This thing is getting out of hand.
We need to do something.
We need to do something about it. It's like there are people who have involved themselves here. These are people who are related to you, and they are also in the music field.
And they don't understand what you guys discussed.
And they don't know anything. Yes. So as I told him, look, I don't like it. This is disrespectful, There's no way the people who are related to you or people that are working with you get involved and say things to me to a point now they have gone
personal.
They like not even personal. You see, some of these people actually they are bloggers, so they own pages on Facebook, and this is what they started doing. They don't post anything about me. Yeah, nothing. And until I actually had to confront them, I said, guys, yeah, let's see this. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, there's a lot of good things that I've done in this country, and you fail to talk about.
Yeah.
And there's some stupid things that this person is doing, and you are posting it every day, every now and then. So I said, look, guys,
you fail in the country.
It doesn't have to be like that. So they started posting my things. When I was, I had a concert in Kakuma. That's when they started posting now because I actually confronted them. So we stayed. I told this guy, bro, let's stop this thing. I'm not gonna say anything about you again. Don't say anything about me. And there were rules to this. Whatever that we say, it should be music related. I can't say anything about his personal life. I can't do anything. Yeah. We talk. I call him. We talk. Yeah, bro, how are you? You good? You this? Yeah, I just do all that. But when the other people got involved, this thing changed. It became personal. This nigga started taking things personal in a way, and so he started again posting about me. So I called him. I said, bro, we need to stop this. So I gave him the whole of, from let's say from October 2023. I stopped.
So you weren't like doing
Even if
anything.
I wasn't doing anything, whether he's posting or doing what I don't engage. I just let it be. So I had an interview. That's way before. And the person did not release the interview. So he released the interview now.
When you were like calm with everything.
It was after some good months. So he released the interview in 2024.
And it was done in 2023.
It was done in 2023. So I think you saw the video where they asked me and I had to give my opinion. Because this was like a direct question to me, so I had to give my opinion,
Based on what you like.
or based on what I know.
Yeah.
Based on what I know, because I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And he caught feelings. Yeah. You got so
blown out.
you got so like you got so emotional and he started talking and he started even, he goes to a point where he even said that I was raised, in Kakuma. Yeah, UN kid. I think 2023 was my first time going to Kakuma. I've never been to Kakuma.
Yeah, I heard that, and most people are not happy because
And to be very honest, Kakuma has met great, great, great people.
they can't get fired in South Sudan.
Kakuma has raised great people.
That was so disrespectful.
Yeah. So even though I'm not from there, I didn't grow up there, actually, I didn't feel bad when he said that, because if you're thinking of UN, yeah, who has UN not helped, including him? Because even in the village where he comes from, I'm pretty sure that the UN gets that
program.
Of course.
That was everywhere.
Of course. So this thing was actually planned, but okay, it ended up that way. So right now I can say it's kind of personal, but there's no day that I would sleep thinking about this thing. You find me just thinking about it, I make it a serious thing. It's nothing to me.
So you keep it normal. It's like
It's normal.
nothing's wrong between
Things
you and him.
I don't know about him, but for me,
You just
it's not
the same Alijoma. Nothing has changed. Like if he comes today, you're like, okay, let's drink and stuff like that.
No. I think I think it's good to whoever that envy you, keep them close. Let them see whatever that's happening in your life.
Keep your enemies close.
Yeah, just keep them close.
Well, that's something new to me. Keep your enemies close.
Just keep them close so you can know exactly what is happening.
Don't you feel any pressure from them being close?
No. Actually, I think people feel too much pressure when they don't know what is coming.
And so, do you respond to this negativity, or you just like, I'm cool with it?
No, I just let it slide.
And that hurts at time. Like when somebody wants you to respond, like the intention is that I want Alijoma like to respond to this, and you let it slide. I think they get disappointed. And,
Yeah, you see, people have a habit, when you keep on saying the same thing and someone is not responding to it, you start feeling stupid. Yeah. And that's it. So we just do all that. You just ghost them, let them do whatever they're doing. You act as if you have not seen them. And that's what actually, it makes you strong, because yeah. It's what gives you the fuel to keep going, because now you are doing good and some people are not happy about it. So what should you do? You keep going.
Now let's take it to the brand level. And I wish I've heard people talking about Toplev.
Yeah.
I want you to clarify to us today what Toplev is, who is the actual founder of the Toplev, and are there other brands within the country that are like competing with the Toplev, and maybe are there people that are misquoting it for something different?
I don't think people are misquoting it for something else. Toplev is a record label, and I think it's the only organized record label in South Sudan. The rest are just names. There's nothing really happening there.
The rest are just names.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Toplev is a record label, but it's actually a group of companies. Toplev mean top level.
So should it not be something local?
It is
Something like kind of one or like international, national? Because if you're talking about
Toplev is a national label, it's a national record label.
okay, it's a national record label.
Yes. So Toplev is it was funded by Dawawan. Dawawan, yes. Yeah. So Toplev, I would say I'm not signed under Toplev.
Wait,
I am the Toplev itself.
you are the Toplev.
Yes. If there's only one artist signed under Toplev, is Mario Ball.
Yo, Mario Ball.
Yes, I'm not signed under Toplev.
You own it?
I
Kind of?
I don't own Toplev, but I am part of Toplev.
Part of Toplev.
Yes.
You're signed under Toplev.
Yes.
And you run it.
We run it.
Toplev, you say this
It's a group of companies.
group of companies.
Yeah. So let's say Toplev, it's a top level in full, yeah?
Top level.
Yes. So within Toplev, we have the models, yeah. So we have the logistic company within that's with
Logistics also.
there's Toplev Logistic, yes. We do clearance and forwarding. And then there's Toplev Music. So we're like in the music side, this is where I come in. Someone like Linus, because we have other people that are signed that are not artists. Like we have Linus, who is a in-house producer.
Okay.
And we have Abdallah, who is a pianist. He plays piano. I think he produced a couple of songs for me. Salome, Habibi, they were produced by him. He created the beats. So he's also an in-house producer as well. On the Toplev runways, which is the Toplev models or the 12 models, it's this is where someone like Dow and Jonik himself comes in. We do training. We also have Toplev events.
Do you guys do events management?
Yes, we also have Toplev events. On the Toplev models, this is where like we do a lot. Like someone like Dow does training. They train this. They train both for the high fashion and the beauty pageants.
Okay.
Yes. So Toplev is
it's
a really company. It does more than just music itself.
So now you not escape this question.
Yeah.
You are not going to escape this question. Given that Toplev is it's not just the musical kind of thing. It has so many components up under it. Now let's compare to GG. It's a question that is also burning within me, and I know the listeners, they want to know like if there is any comparison between
to be honest,
GG and Toplev.
I can't really, I talked about this
in
one of the interviews, and I don't want to repeat myself.
Okay.
Because we know what a label is. So let me take it this. We have a misconception of something where we don't know how to differentiate a manager and an investor. So Toplev is a record label that we can actually sign an artist, or you can just hire us to give you our service. It means that we can brand you you can brand the artist. It's not even with your own look. We brand you how you should look. You look like an artist. Then also we see the kind of music you're doing, and we know who actually your music is going to. This is the work of a label, but we are mistaking this. People think that a record label is when you are an artist, you need to be under something, so you can just name it. So today,
the name that you want.
Whatever name you want, and then you call it a label. So sometimes when people who run record labels, some of them don't even have anything to do with music. They have money. They want to invest on artists. They'll just create the record label, bring everything that the record label needs, the studio, and then bring people who know about music. Yeah. You just hire the people, you pay them, and they do the work for you. So you realize later on it's just a businessman that owns the record label. So, and labels, in fact, most artists that actually made it, there are some that stopped working with labels and are nowhere anymore. Yeah. Let me talk of Asake. He terminated the contract recently with Olamide, yeah? So if you had to look at his music now, the time he was with the label and right now he's struggling. He's trying to promote his music and everything, and he was not doing this. The label was doing everything for him. So this is what a label do. A label will sign a contract with an artist. In fact, they own literally everything at the end of the day, because they're the one that pays the writers. Because most of these artists don't write, yeah. So they pay writers. They pay promoters, people that will help market your music. They also get they get contracts, or they do businesses with bigger labels. Yeah. So imagine you can be under Toplev, and then again we'll do a contract with Empire. Yeah. Empire. So I think you've seen some videos of this Nigerian artist. You will see a logo of Empire and the one for the label they're in. So it means that there's a business going on between these two labels. So if you stop working with the label, you're going to lose all these opportunities as the artist, because they have the money to push your music. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have that connection.
And they have the connection. So you as the artist, you don't have that connection. So you are not able to make it. So and this is where Toplev comes in.
It's not just a brand. Yeah?
It's not just a brand. It's more than that. I'll tell you, any artist that have ever come, to Toplev music, and they need any advice from us or how we can help them with our music. I'll tell you, Milton is a one testimony, because he's not signed under Toplev. But I'll say Toplev has done so much for Milton Kizzy and for his brand, for him to be the Milton that he is today. Single artist, because when you are just an artist, you have this pressure of wanting to release music every now and then, because other artists are releasing. And if you don't have a team behind you, you're going to keep on releasing music whatever way you want. And this is the work of the label. The label has to sit down and do strategy and timing. Exactly. There are some other good songs, that are released by artists and are not picking. Until maybe later on, somebody will just, grace comes at a time. And, a song that was released 2 years ago will start trending. You ask yourself how. It's because it never had any exposure. And it comes from, if you have a label, a strong team, the label will contact the best content creators to push your music. They will get anyone that will make this track, a masterpiece.
Definitely does. There's a lot in a record level, I would say, except most record labels within the country don't exactly know what they are doing as a record level with the artists that they have signed. At times I want to criticize, but at times I'm like, okay, no, maybe it's a learning kind of process. Maybe you're going to learn, and maybe.
To be honest, I must say we are not really that bad. We are not really that bad for now, because let's say during our days when I first came to music, everything was hard. We didn't even know, like, let's say I didn't even know what I was doing. Yes, I knew that, yeah, just music, but I was not even sure what I was doing. No, there are just people who are misusing this kind of opportunity. So you get someone that has money, instead of letting them invest into your music, sign a contract with them. You sign a contract with them, maybe they'll be taking 40% of whatever you make. Yeah. And I think from there, you will be able to make it, because, use money to make money. Yeah. But instead, we get our own friends to do a job that they don't know anything about. So you're going to get your friend to be your manager just because your friend has money. That your friend is not your manager,
And he's not going to push.
because he knows nothing about the game. So let your friend use that money. Let him invest that money on your music. Get someone to help you manage that music. Somebody who knows something about music. Yeah. To me, I feel like there is no bad song. A bad song is the one that is not promoted. Because see, if I play a song right now, like, let me say 10 times, you will leave this place at least knowing
That there was a song that was played.
you know that song. Anytime it gets played somewhere, you will sing it.
So what matters is how much or how much time
Yes,
play.
the timing and the target of the people that you want.
Audience.
Push it out there. They will listen to it today. They listen to it tomorrow. Like you keep on playing it. The more
Until they accept.
and you'll get to know it. You cannot escape that.
This is a strategy for the upcoming artists.
You cannot escape that.
They have to do the promotion themselves. Let's say when you are coming up, you don't expect the world to know you, right? I think that's also another mistake that most people do.
No, I think they just feel like we just came to the industry and we were lucky people started listening. I've been in the industry for
Over 10?
over 10 years. And within those 10 years, I think maybe my music started making sense to me, maybe, let's say, 8 years ago.
Now you should tell us like your struggles, because we heard a lot of stories that when Alijoma started, you were kind of very young and you were not even allowed to go to the class.
You see,
Let me know today, maybe from you, because these were like stories.
So
how did it rough when
I think that story is wrong. Think about my music, when I started to be an artist, I told my mom about it. And she was okay with it. She said, okay, as long as you're not going to be doing this bad music, we have no problem. Because music is something that is in my family. It's not like somebody's going to say, I just got out of nowhere and started doing music. So I told my mom about it and she was okay with it. So when I released a few songs and still I wasn't really sure about being an artist. I wanted to just sing, I had so much love for music. And I also felt like music, it's the only, it's the only way I can communicate with people. I can speak from my heart through music. So I did a few songs, I think 4. And I was not so sure that I should put it out there. So I kept on listening, just listen to the songs. I don't want to give it to people. Until now, I started sending it to a few friends. And then there's this website called Rebirth Nation. So I uploaded my songs there. We had Rebirth Nation and
That was like
and Sound. Is it SoundCloud?
SoundCloud.
Yes. So I just did that. But then, on the family side, there were no issues at all. Nobody stopped me from doing music. But the struggle came when I now wanted to take it serious now. I'll go to clubs. There's this club in Kampala called Alijoma.
Yeah. Can heard.
So back then, the likes of Kulbi, MT7, they were the kings of that time.
When was that?
That's 2012, 13.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
that
12,
it was
yeah.
a big deal. Let me say.
Yes,
Big deal by then.
yes. So, and I think the industry is good now. The industry was crazy back then. Bro, you go with your CD, because back then we were using CDs. You carry yours. So you just carry your CD. That's where you have your songs in. And if anything happens to it,
It's gone.
it's a done case for you. So, and this happened to me. I went there. I think I went there 3 times. And it was all, I was always getting disappointed.
Nobody could like listen to you.
Yeah, like I talk to the MC, they'll write your name. Later on, they say you give your CD to the DJ, and we didn't know what was really going on. There were these guys who were there, and they never wanted anybody to penetrate. So they use a compass. Use a compass to scratch the CD is gone. So when you put it on the computer, it's not working, and they'll just tell you, "Hey, next person, you're gone." So that happened to me, and I really felt bad. So I said, no, I'm not coming to the club again. If I'll just make sure I just perform in the community there. Maybe if I get a chance, if there's any gathering that is happening, this Junubin event, I'll just find myself. Maybe these MCs, they will help me. So 2013, I worked on Internet Mama. I also changed because I was doing R&B.
Wait, you also did R&B?
Yes. So I had a different name because I was just given a name, and back then.
Wait, tell them.
Yeah, I will. See, back then, artists just want to have names that are closer to
Kind of crazy, the Western.
and so they gave me a name. Call me Chris.
I'm with Chris here.
Yeah. So it didn't sit well with me. I thought maybe it's one of the reasons why I'm not making it. So I changed the name, the stage name, to Alijoma, and then I worked on Inchalage Mama. But then I worked on Inchalage Mama, and I didn't even put the Alijoma name in the song. So the song trended. So I released the song, and I went to school. I was in a boarding school.
So the song went crazy. Why?
So yes, song went crazy. When I came back, the song was playing.
You were already a star.
No,
The song went out.
funny as it is funny. They know the song, they don't know the artist.
So you'd be like, that's my song, and they'll be like,
No, I was not even claiming it.
you're just there.
I was just there. So now this was now on the third term holiday. So I came home. And the song, this was now 2013, yeah? And I stayed for like almost a year. The song is playing
Not
everywhere.
performing.
Not anywhere. So there's one event in Kampala. It was a graduation for Kuala Bijo. So my cousin was listening to the song. And at this point now, I had the courage
Tell them that.
to tell her that actually the song is mine. And she couldn't believe me. So I said, okay, it's fine. Then she told me, you know what, there's an event.
Let's go.
On the 6th of December, 2014. Let's go there, you go and perform. We went there, bro. We begged the MC for 6 hours to give me a chance. So he didn't even accept. But I was always ready. I gave the song to the DJ. We just kept begging the guy, please, just allowed me. I was singing it for 2 minutes. It's okay. First, he told me that I should sing when the when the guests are not yet around. I was like, bro, why? It's just one song.
Which means that opportunity.
So, but luckily, Grangatani was in that event. He was brought from Juba. Daniel Dinganyai was there. That's the year he actually came up. That's when now he was rising to fame.
While these guys were like there,
They were there. Pantolinga Jang was also there. So Garang went and performed. He performed a few songs. And then they called Dinganyai.
by attending,
And,
also crazy.
yeah, I think, by God's grace, Dinganyai didn't perform. He didn't perform the songs, like his mega hit song, like Aruza Chelaka, Igariana Cheni. He didn't perform them. He performed a different song. And then he said he would come back the second round. So this is where I got the chance.
So young boy.
So the guy said, where is that young boy? So
And
I just knew there's no any other young boy if it's not me. I was already on the stage. And I didn't waste time. I made sure I jam on the stage and perform. I think that's where you saw the youth mama and everyone coming in.
and the rest was history.
That's
That's what I would say. It's a continuous legacy.
Exactly.
Ali, what would you tell us with the continuation of your legacy? Like one day, if Alijoma decides to retire from music, how do you want your legacy to be?
What I know is I am not that artist that is going to benefit from the music right now. But if there's anything that I want to be remembered for, is that I've built this music industry that it makes sense to the coming generation. They should not go through what we've been through. And that's what I want to work for.
And that's a legacy that I hope it's going to help a lot of people. And maybe before I close, I would want also to take a few questions from the listeners. Maybe Mikey could help us with the questions.